Yo, people, man, Jazz in the building. We're gonna be reacting to my Dells today. And shout out to Dells, man. He currently is the, what do you even want to call it? The owner, the producer, and that the creator of Jollof Vibes ENT, which is gonna flourish into many different things. But at the moment, it's a TV show and that, bro. That's the main attraction within the whole Jollof Vibes ENT brand right now. You get me? Where he has on different artists, talks about different topics and that, bro. And definitely, most definitely, shout out to Dells, because it's one of them people in the Gambia where he ignores what everyone else is doing and goes a completely different way and does his own thing and that, bro. And I feel like that's what a content creator or just a creative of any type of fashion and in any industry should be doing and that, fam. You get me? And that's why I have big respect for Dells, big respect for Reacts with Skinny, big respect for this Sitting Jai, because on a consistent basis they're all doing things that no one else is doing within the Gambia and that, fam. You know what I mean? And on a consistent basis, time and time again. And that's why I respect these guys and that, fam. You know what I mean? So we're gonna check this out right here. Lil Omz, Myk Jayda on the show. You can say this is like a part 2 from the cypher, and actually not even part 2. This is like part 5, because we have the whole situations with them on Aji's Corner, which Aji's Corner is a what you call it? What can I say Aji Corner is? She's a content creator, but she's a reporter, she's a blogger, she's a journalist and that, within Gambian music. And her main platforms is TikTok and Facebook, and she has these artists on and they talk about different things and different topics and beefs and situations that they may have. So there was multiple TikTok lives and situations before even the Game of Thrones cypher. Man like Seika Beats noticed that there were certain people, certain feathers being ruffled within the industry, got them on the cypher, and now we have man like Dells bringing them onto TV. So from TikTok, Facebook, all the way onto YouTube, and now we're onto mainstream TV, but obviously the clip has also been uploaded onto YouTube. So let's get into it. Let's see what I'm going.
Saya matiklo. So saya matiklo. Mantis lahat. Ingat-ingat na lahat. Ano naman dyan, Myk? Yo. Ipin ang matik na ito. Naman dyan, Myk. Hanak yung patuloy yung jugi. Kung nakalay mo na nikis, mas sige, mas mamustas.
Kamu dah linggo, kamu singgo.
Ay, wahi. Nigga kon may tik.
Yang apa nak?
Wah,
Wah, apa je? Ada les nampak tu.
mas sige, semua oh, may fan line mar.
Ada les nampak.
Nung lalap na lang, Myk.
Matik. Like no one but.
Wah, lagi.
Okay.
No, Jericho. Way cool. I was way cool.
Bro, this is like 2 kids right now at a candy store and that, bro. You get me, bro? No maturity in the room, bro. These men are just mocking each other and that, fam. You get me? Chat to the, yo.
Oh, Eric. Langal si Ron kong nani ko eh. Right? Tolel ay go jigay mo.
Way cool. Man,
Nobody's scared of nobody.
definitely.
And all them 10 toes.
Wow.
Gambia.
Hey, look on your game, Mike. Mungye gene Mike, put in your hair, Mike. Crazy to me.
Okay.
Man said bars, man. But now, on the real though, son, so neke yang def dara on live TV or whatever and that, bro. Ngay wahaken, and then all of a sudden comes out tension, be mungye start the agar and that, bro. Mungye start the egg. Te koneka di wahala and that, bro. Koneka di oppose sa obbi or whatever. Mungye gene my gam, son. All al kokuno, lum neka di defend that, bro. Because yeah, man. Like, I wouldn't be talking right now to Dells and that, bro. I'd be talking to Dells like this, bro, but I'd be watching over there, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Like this gonna be on a whole different level.
Definitely.
Because no, you need from Kaula. Because you know what I mean.
Jayda in the building. Amado in the building. We ready for the face off. It's not in, but
You know we gotta catch the multiple angles, bro. This is what I saw. This is what I saw in that, fam. Whole place I get mash up, blood. You know what I'm saying?
my people, holla. If you make Jollof Vibes, #1 entertainment
Chili, might as well do it
platform,
like this,
joking
innit?
around. Because how many none of these little bagass we got, holla. Stars of the Game of Thrones on my right. I got Myk Jayda in the building, and on my left, man's like Omaro, Lil Omz is in the building. What you saying, my brother? Nah, man. Huh? Myk. Yeah, you see that's that?
We're looking out.
Huh? Nah,
It's about that time though.
It's about that time. Game of Thrones, be. What is all about? Cause yeah, mom, now never seen the track. Artists hop on the track, you get this ante, you get beef ante.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These men were out here throwing shots at each other on the exact same cipher, bro. Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, I understand saying that you're the ish and you'll kill any rapper, but these men were shooting direct shots, bro. I was like, what the hell is going on? You guys might as well have made this a rap battle, man. And then once again, shout out to Seka Beats for the way he placed the artist. Because when he put Lil Omz at the start, Myk Jayda at the end, bro, that is still one of the most legendary things that's been done in Gambian music. No KZ. Very simple, but also at the same time, not everyone would think to do that.
On my left, first artist we could make on. I'm gonna get
All come get soap, my son. You know, all come get soap and that, bro. Never the whole Ken.
no, I'm on my left,
Shout
first
out one
artist we
Ken.
could make on. I'm gonna get you start the show. Man, like Lil Omz.
Yeah, man. What up, Gambia? Greetings everyone. Siya umurok ng jalan man kom na hetak of buti pati ko gireso yung sa tisibib loaded 5.
So I'm gonna ask you the first question. You say a call for Game of Thrones be. Kunganyo.
Yeah, I'm got volume boost and that, bro. When you wanna dig again.
Tell us the story all about it. Nakala for them, eh?
Yeah, masih kontan at hanggang hising ola leka.
Continue.
Na hising ola leka. Ira men hanggang bubulo ko ko. Yeah, from gusto madarali wala takin niya katiko. So kontan at biktila sa because hamna. You know the way we nga hamantin ni tabi mulon na si game nila. Yeah, pero ang paneka. Like.
Yan ko yaga hifal de.
From Neha.
Okay, na malala your opinion. Send beef we hana nakala dore. Yeah, you are Myk.
Bro, I swear this beef was literally, there was no beef, if I'm not mistaken, bro. Guy don't hamga. Like, it's just two rappers that think that they're better than each other, bro. I feel like genuinely that's all it is, two rappers. I don't think there was any actual situation in that, bro, but let's see.
Yeah, my mate, so this thing, I think means like, 9 years ago. So my feeling. Yeah, because my feeling on my booty back.
For real?
My booty back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm being what to go about the don't like I'm gonna go on thing now. Hunger, so forgetting about any of my upset. Yeah, because man, rapper, I'm afraid to forget the half work. The mic is so one house.
Wow. More than one more gam rap king.
Exactly.
I'm new right.
So pretty much, like I said, even though the beef and all that started 9 years ago, because these are basically, you can say, two veterans in the game or whatever, but it pretty much just started. There was no personal beef, nothing outside of music. It was just two guys that feel like they're the best. You know what I mean?
Now, so what do you have to say to him right now?
I'm kingless, why that?
For real?
That. And if I because it apparently
for real. But you see yo because they in the breakdowns in the lyrics. So on my right I also got my brother Broski. Yeah, you drip be on point always.
It's on point. I'm not gonna Myk on the mic, Mr. Hip Hop.
Of course, so ironic. Myk on the mic for real.
I was just about to say that and that. Myk on the mic. Chat
so
you never need that.
They ain't what they do. Yeah, so break down your own side of the beef.
Beef, ako mo never feel like I'm more buru sira. On balama buru pun negara sa man na man ko buru.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
For real.
So no tama na kasan kalang compete pidan. Yeah, kaya kala na hataw.
So look at yo, got them laugh.
Yeah, this guy is funny in that, man. He basically said that he's in front of the faces, like spots on the faces and that, bro. You get what I'm trying? Like he's in the face, like spots on the face and that, bro. You get me? Like chat to them, man. Like the guy's ridiculous.
On the track.
Or should I say pimples, basically. He's in the face like pimples. Yeah.
One of my like the Lolo. Nah, was that Seka's plan or was that your plan or who made the arrangement?
Naturally, man small buka. I don't buka pun negal. But second according to the organizer seven. What thing na ko? Banda buka the plus.
Wow.
So the moment came last, you know, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Overall, cyber was a very good cyber.
It was amazing. It was amazing, and I'm so happy.
Not gonna lie, I never said who I thought had the best verse, bro. But if you want to go the cipher, what do you need on the cipher? Bars. Bar for me personally was Kibla. I think Kibla when his last bar about Stargirl was crazy. Still like. Forget about that last bar, bro. Like you get what I'm trying to say, but. In terms of bar for bar, bro, Kibla for me went the craziest in that, bro. But what was my favorite? My favorite. I don't even know. I don't think I have a favorite, bro, because all of them did mad things that I liked. Maybe I might say Rupi Mess because that was the first time I heard him You know what I mean? And his flow, I really liked it. And like I said, he had the best English flow that I think I've ever heard within the Gambia still. Obviously, if you guys know ST Gambian Dream Junkun, Yen Junkun say Junku, I always say ST, he used to flow in like an American accent. And his English flow on Njunku was crazy as well. But Rupi Mess, what he did in terms of English flows, the Wolof flows was crazy. But even then though, like a lot of them did a lot of different things that I liked and that, fam, you get me? But in terms of the best verse, bar for me, has to be Kibla.
Happening, come all the top hip hop artists then joined Cypher beat, and y'all killed it. Visuals beautiful, beat on point. Every artist on it killed it. So even though there's rivalry, come this not a respect be move for them. You know what I mean?
Nah, there's no respect.
No respect at all from the side.
Nah, what's up?
Huh?
What's up?
Yeah.
Can't know what is man, man.
Bro, there's already, from the time you even engaging in a battle with another rapper, there's respect there, because you respect that guy's pen enough to engage within a war or a diss track war with him and that, bro. Disrespect, don't follow guys, huh? The fact that you even mention their names is respecting that, you get me? You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? So even though he's saying, nah, there's no respect, that, bro, the fact that you even sitting down right here across from him and even thinking about doing a rap battle and all of that, bro, that means you respect his pen enough to actually do it. Because you make a key artist what hamne pen and be nehut and that, bro, Amud Bass and that. You wouldn't have wasted your time, but the fact is you respect him. And that's why we're here.
Why?
You get me? I just see one them wahde at the same time. So deglo guy, you get me? This cipher guy luneka di wagaden lana. You get me? My man mun mana.
So okay, I just asking her, besides you, when you invite me and you take your advice, was there anyone down there? Is it here?
About the flow.
For real. Okay. I'm gonna come back to you right now. I'm gonna know what right now. Because I feel like when it comes to Gambian music, the biggest problem is they deglu lyrics. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna break down some lyrics of Cypher Beat, Game of Thrones Cypher Beat. Omaro, let's start with you. Just join you, do direct. Sipet.
Yeah. After that, top and you rap, you
No, you're not going to be dig that. Gambia people want to dig. So be mom, I'm going to tell that. Come in, go deliver a Cypher Beat. Energy will learn so.
top and you rap, dig a poo. Game ba, when you move to Juton, gis na boy, jahe will love. Come kuy moytu yobu cuucu dara du nice comme ni bubu tey di nga teg sa gat ni mumu man li ma rap ni ga dafa xejut si Myk tey di nga dégga yuuxu
Mesa.
Yeah, and pour tëj foofu noonu may may
See the Myk
ga dégga yuuxu
Mesa.
Yeah, and pour tëj foofu noonu may Mexico Myk xawa Mexico
For real.
man li ma rap na dafa dem ba xejatut si Myk
Wow.
xam nga moo tax di nga dégg ay yuuxu
Wow.
ma waaji mu ak dafa yuuxu because after si ñoom if ñang la ma doon faj
lay wax ni
yeah and nañ dem back to back rap lay faye ni Teddy Bear so ma si toppee nag back to back naa la.
And that's the other thing that no one mentioned, even me, I didn't mention it. The thing is, I was gonna stop it to look, but I didn't, because but remember, Cypher Boom start on. I've done Hitcher, Bena, what do you call it, Teddy Bear or whatever, and it said Myk Jayda on it. I was going to stop it and rewind it, but I already knew the video was going to be long, so I thought, you know what, let me just continue. You get me? So the fact that you saw the visual of the teddy bear with Myk Jayda on it, and then he actually rapped about the teddy bear. Yeah.
Rap life for any Teddy Bear. So ma si toppee nag back to back, naa la dugal si Teddy Bear. You know, I think loolu leer na.
And that's one thing that we say in the UK as well. Like, if a rapper like does better than another rapper in terms of bars, or you get me, out raps him, we say, oh yeah, he got spun, like he spun him. So the fact that he said he's gonna put him in a tenny beer, like a well of beer basically, and basically spin him, make him drunk or whatever, I was like, ooh, cold. As a person that listens to like UK grime and UK music, I was like, that's cold right there.
No, Hana, gonna put you extra touch got it. Shout out man's like Lamin Maga, my boss as well, you know. And you shout, and I def bo know that.
Chof ndax ganaar bi mu bëkkee. Da nga dof ba di laaj fu mu jógee. Comme suma kër nu ma neex laay duggee ñi seen koy nu ma neex laay dogee xam nga safara sax du tax mu tàkka you know what I mean kan moo di claim safara baas
punchlines yi ñu fa
moom la tey moom Aliou mais ko safara sax du tax mu tàkka
waaw
déglu ñu rap bi lañ la làkka fuñ def loo fa def ñàkka ngay sukuraat sax ñu jam la paaka xam nga luy sukuraat mooy comme su nga xamante ne ay minutes moo ko dese pour mu dee
waaw
comme su nga desee ay waxtu pour nga dee
ñu jamaat la si so mbaa pare nga loolu dégg da xanaa bii fi dafa àgga bi foofu noonu
am nañu ut gars yi nañ ko tiga mu jax mu fumba xam nga
waaw ok
ko xam nga dañ bugg a jaxkaarloo
waaw
No, you guys need to also look at the reactions that Myk Jayda is giving while a man like Lil Omz is reciting his bars and that. This
Face
guy,
to face, proper face to face.
And bumagsak, Mike.
Why si Mike? Si Mike bitaru.
Mike, sumpugay sa after yung pagante.
No. Why? No. I got for you. No, hold on. No, I got for you.
but he basically just said if Mike wants after the rapping, we can box it out if he wants and that, bro. Punch for punch, crazy. And that's literally what Lil Omz was saying, bro. Broski was chatting about guns and that, bro, and artillery and them things. I was like, yo, this guy just doesn't want to fight, fam. He's trying to do a lot more than just he doesn't just want to rap, sorry. He wants to do a lot more than just rap, basically. And that.
Continue, bars with.
Because I'm like,
No, I got for you. No violence. No violence. No, I got for you. I got for you. Wow.
Chop la ye la def la day. Omaro omo jala man la kay fuck you kay mo face la ray la tay. Jappi ku nekk comme kuy toog. Dañoo reyante comme kuy woo. Ragaluñ laalante. Moo tax suñu line yi yëpp a ngi roo. Nike wut nga waaye doo 10. Bokkuloo si suñ top 10.
Yeah, so there are 9 other artists or 10 other artists better than Lil Omz.
That's one of the bars that I didn't even mention because I heard the lalante, but then the raw part, that's what I didn't catch in that, bro. But it's basically, how can I even say it? Lalante basically means like engaging in adult activities and that, bro. You get me? So lalante, and then each line, mungi raw. But you know, like when someone's rapping, and sometimes when you have like gritty rappers that are rapping about their life or rapping about how crazy their life is and that, bro, you might say, oh, he's raw, bro. He's a raw artist. That's basically what he's saying and that, bro. So it's like we're touching each other and that, fam, which is kind of a crazy bar, 100% and that, bro. But each line is a raw type of thing. You get me? Because when you're engaging in certain activities.
So name of this be better than you think?
Like, man, they cover out the fact.
No. Don't never know if you know time of they straight first. No time of they gonna go. No, never. Actually, never force 5 first. You have me first.
This is my top 10 in the world. Yeah, that's that.
Wow.
This is my top 10 in the world. That's my top 10 in the world.
That's 3.
Mash my top 10 in the world.
4.
Boomens is my top 10.
5. Actually, that's 3.
Mash my top 10 in the world.
4.
Boomens is my top 10.
5.
Who did he say that? Can't know
10 in the world.
That's 3.
Mash my top 10 in the world.
4.
Boomens is my top 10.
5.
Who the hell did he just say, bro? I might not know the rapper.
Actually,
yeah, my cover now be at 5 in.
so feel what can no one else.
Cover now be at 5 in. Yeah.
Banada. Mike, what was it all?
I did top 10.
Wow. No what need. And then after then you break down some lyrics. One by one, bit by bit.
Come over top 10. I got down. Not down along with it. I'm gonna top 10. Nobody got the other in our end. But anyways, we're all doing that.
Wow. And my first 5 in Mama Koja.
Wow, mom still now I'm going hard to rap. Here's reality. No sound.
Why do you say that?
Too many attributes.
Wow. Why do you say that?
Nobody law what I'm gonna.
So he basically just said that Lil Omz is still learning how to rap, blood, which is crazy to me. You know how disrespectful that is? And obviously we're all learning, but I've been doing reactions for like what? 5 years now, bro? 6 years and that? No, I think it's like maybe 6, 5. No, I think it's like more so like 6. No, it's going to be 6 years in September. So 5 years and a bit. You know what I mean? But that's like me doing reactions, and someone saying, huh, belegin jazz munge janga nakangade defe reactions and that, bro. Like someone's still saying that I'm still learning how to do it, which is true. I'm trying to improve every day and that, bro. But that's just disrespectful and that, fam. You know what I mean?
Too many attributes.
Wow. Why do you say that?
Nobody law what I'm gonna sara. So we're gonna munga pinta kese ta udina munga.
Wow. Now, what do you think that he's lacking? I'm like, so when I ask him,
feel you like when it comes to flow. Like he asks. When it comes to delivery, he still asks.
For real?
Yeah.
For real.
So he said flow and delivery, he still needs to improve on that. But he said not even improving that, bro. He's just asked it, which is crazy.
All these attributes, I'm gonna check. Like you're a bit of everything.
Wow.
I'm slow, I'm boss, I'm skill, I'm delivery, I'm all this stuff.
Okay, then I'm gonna leave him to answer that.
Flexi anything.
I'm not gonna put it right now. Can I get right now? Put it right now.
Flex.
So let me you take a beat, leggy knees. What DJ take a beat, leggy knees.
As flow, as fast, like
Okay, wow. No, they got the fear. I'm gonna break down the lyrics some yeah. Legi yo, break down the lyrics.
Man, some lyrics is so hard. Like, leave alone. I'm gonna think. Small fourth entry is my intro.
Maybe.
The lyrics like,
Man, how did you think of that? Because I won't lie, that line was catchy. Nigga do game more, man.
hold up, body low. No, when you rap direct. It's a lot of stuff, man.
They don't do that verse. What they got in there? How was the
So that's one thing. So he basically said that when it comes to rap, it's not just about rapping. You have to have other attributes and make it sound good, basically, and that, but then be able to have catchy bars. Because the way he entered, meh, like a goat type of thing, you know what I mean, was absolutely cold, which is definitely true. Because one thing is with me, and I even said this when I was breaking down Hussein Dada's attacked Uche's diss track, is that I love a diss track where I can play it again and again and again. I love rap songs where it's bar after bar after bar, but I can play it again and again and again because it sounds good sonically as a song and also as just lyrics, bars, or as a diss track and that, fam. You get me? So that's basically what he's saying. You can't just rap. You got to make it sound nice, sound good. Just
a lot of stuff, man.
They don't do that verse. What they got in there? How was the inspiration behind that? I can't do it.
I've been an intro for.
Wow.
Bars for, singing for, and skill for.
Wow.
So I had to interview. I don't want to introduce my boy. I'm going to
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm never the cover there.
Nice.
I'm never get force for rap. Tangal the Yama Kina Ham the boy, Limbi Tanga boy Hamga Sangadoga nigga flame pass, which means I'm going to introduce my boy.
Wow. But I don't want intro be like intro to the introduction.
That's what I'm saying. That was just the intro.
Continue.
So one of the boss, when Bugulan Bagasi Mexico, Fehelen Takor, Jahma Balandor. Rapacity down to Chris, the Hokumatara Damador. So by heads rap like I'm like football.
Wow.
Messi and Cristiano in
the top, of course.
Okay, Ballon d'Or.
Wow.
The Hokumatara Damador.
And you just do it like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you're already Gam Rap King, as you said.
That's what I'm saying.
So then what's next?
So that's one thing about Myk Jayda is that he definitely doesn't lie to himself, and because even he was shout out to man like Reacts with Skinny. He was on a TikTok live with him, and Skinny asked him, "You and ST, who is better?" And he said, "In terms of ST success, yeah, ST is like ahead of me, but in terms of rap, I think I'm better than him." And you guys can think what you want to think and that, but I just like the fact that Myk Jayda knows his strengths and that, you know what I mean? And he doesn't, you get me? Some people may think he's lying to himself when he says he's better than certain rappers and that, bro, but most definitely he gives artists their props and that, fam, even when he's involved in the conversation. So shout out to him for that, because he was mentioning, obviously he did like a Messi Cristiano Ballon d'Or bar, but then he was saying in that, man, that the reason why he said Ballon d'Or is because it matches with Legilai, what did he say? Legilai d'Or, but it basically matched with something that he said in Wolof. But he was basically mentioned Ballon d'Or, one of the most prestigious rewards that you can get in football and just in general. But he said he's not at those levels yet, but it's just now that he's kind of starting and making his big what do you call it, stamps within the game and that, fam. So even just situations like that, you know what I mean? Like I appreciate that from him still in terms of the truth telling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And but you're already Gam Rap King, as you said.
That's what I'm saying.
So then what's next then?
Skimby is more like Ronaldo and Messi.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Of course. Two legends.
So man Julian duplicate keep like tahna ba yon bitalibe.
Yeah, that was a punchline.
That keep like more so that the face.
Of course.
Okay. There's a rapper on the side named
Kibla.
And if you don't know what the Kibla is, because they have an emoji for it, if you literally type in, go to your emojis and type in Kibla, you'll literally see it. You know what I mean? But obviously, you get me. He was literally using all the names and that, bro, as a side.
That Kibla more so that the face.
Of course.
Okay. There's a rapper on the side named
Kibla, of course. Easy. Of course.
So when I almost been on my dick, they know now. Omar.
So how long? Come here, see.
Omar. Omar.
So you feel like he really been on your dick for how long?
I feel like 9 years. Like how
you couldn't say that he was forcing it a little bit there.
Still, saying.
For real.
He bruised all my shit. I said bruised.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is? Nah, this is crazy. I don't need to explain what he was saying right there, man.
Pause.
Exactly. Pause. Fire for that. Crazy.
Why you pause, why you pause, you know what I mean? Why you pause, no. Continue.
Fox like it's without the gloves.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. So continue.
So after I was like singing for it, small, they said, and I'm going to focus on my nuts, my dummy. Something in the city, they're going to call in the morning. My snakes, my touch, you can't, oh, you locks, my child, but good. Get a competitor, beer, Kobugama, def more home. About, oh, you locks, my child, but good. Get a competitor, beer, Kobugama, def more home. About all with the mace.
Yeah?
My smart.
Yeah.
Why is my dog?
And that's the other thing in that room I mentioned. Everyone, man.
Bye, little boy. But you, honestly speaking, but you feel like he went hard on the tape on the Game of Thrones cipher? Yeah. Because I ain't dig lyrics on me. We are going to chill me.
Why is it taking
That's
so
opinion.
long?
It's like, huh?
What was like?
Nah, this is crazy. You see, this is what I'm saying. Man like Myk Jayda be telling the truth, but at some point we also gotta tell the truth. Now, this is what I'm saying. You have to ask the questions properly and that, bro. Because it depends. Are you talking about his verse overall was Are you saying his flow was or are you saying his bars was Because we have to make that very, very clear. Because like I said, Kibla, bar for bar, best. But flow, he wasn't the best. You get me? Even though he had some crazy flows, he wasn't clean all the way through. Rupi Mess had the cleanest flow. So if we're saying Rupi Mess had one of the best something in terms of the best flow within the, what you call it, cypher and that, bro, surely he couldn't have a all right verse because there's something that he did within the cypher where he was the best in that, fam. You know what I mean? You could put a toss-up between man like Rupi Mess and Myk Jayda in terms of flow and that, bro, but Rupi Mess from first bar to last bar, his flow was clean all the way through and that, fam. You get me? Plus his bars were also good as well and that, fam. You get me? And he had some nice schemes in there and that, fam. So saying his verse was is crazy to me still. I can't lie to you.
Oh, I feel like delivery is not on point.
His delivery was the best thing. Rupi Messi's delivery was the best thing, bro. That was his biggest asset within that whole cipher.
Oh, I feel like...
Wait, let me make sure that he's even still talking about Rupi Mess, because there's no way.
Bye, little boy. But you, honestly speaking, but you feel like he went hard on the tape on the Game of Thrones cipher? Yeah. Because I ain't dig lyrics on me. We are going to chill me. Honest opinion.
It's like, huh?
What was lacking?
Oh, I feel like delivery is not on point.
For real?
This is one of them things in that, bro, where you just want to say something about a guy and that, bro. Comes out, can I muneka sa enemy? While I muneka sa open that, bro. You get what I'm trying to say and all of that type of stuff, and you just need to say something about them. Because I don't even know if Myk Jayda believes that himself.
Yo, it's just...
I don't know if he believes that.
Bye, Lolo.
You know what I mean?
Owaro. I don't know what I told you because right now, I'm almost 9 years, nigga.
Ilum dore, I just dore. Ibe reklamo na dot. Because Myk soko teklo hamne sapula dara lulu be. Myk noise tekla. Myk supase noise. See you plan naka.
Bad thing. So yeah, as you can hear the little English words, noise and all that. But he's saying all Myk Jayda can do is make noise basically. Apart from that, he can't do anything. Bars, not there. In terms of flow, not there and that. Bro, schemes, not there. Song making, not there and that. You know what I mean? All man can do is make noise, and that's what they say about my guy Attack. Crazy.
Yung like clean means si mom la hamo. Yaga ninyo dega itiyam. Wala mom sulaho. Tok si Rohambi. Then now ulo man si mom. Wow, fake kasla na. Fake mom mom onarin ko mo nyale at fake.
Wow.
You know, why Myk? Sulaho tira niga. Yung ko na fitambi.
Ba lolo wa. And also, legi la mu wane why deglu munela deliver munesa flow and des.
Why deglu manela ki si fake la dega ki sulaho teklo mo filma. Yeah, because like we know in the eye punchline, we know in the eye bagas, we know in the eye rap, we know in the luler si rap, kom di tanggal, kom di yangal, Myk si bopam, dapat peka mungi wan si nosin school rap.
Ba lolo wa.
Yeah, mom lolo ler na kom ham na lumawa. Myk.
So he's basically saying that, yeah, in his spare time, behind the scenes, behind the camera and that, in his own time when he listens to me, he enjoys my music. And then he was also saying that when we started rapping and that, bro, and we were doing all this barring and that, bro, and making crazy bars and that, bro, man said Myk Jayda was still doing nursery rhyme raps.
Talking a hit now. Wow, muno mali, wala muno mali. Hit now, wow. Fi tingat kakling, fi dafa widi mo widi. Fi lolo tahi talk.
Definitely. Be face-to-face or be like.
Wow. Nga hamfan nga waran nango.
Wow.
Okay. Balagaron hamne din nango. Dahil tegalon yung batut.
So let me put it like matagalan BYB.
Sutenin mo na lang.
Lola bona def sina. That's the next thing I wanted to say. comme dama over appreciate yéen artistes yëpp ñu ngeen ñëw together.
promoter si tega mu leer.
loolu mooy next thing mi.
ma taxaw mu téye Myk ma téye toowaayam ma téye toowaayam su boobaa dina soppeeku from bay to ganaar.
So Toma is basically namesake and that, bro. Like me, I was named after my granddad, so my granddad is my namesake. I'm my granddad's namesake. And because Myk Jayda is called Myk, and then holding a mic, he said I can hold his namesake and he can hold his namesake because Myk Jayda, and Myk, the microphone. You know what I mean?
So yo, pare nga pour battle bi.
Gambia, muy Myk, muy any rapper.
Done. So on your defal fee battle and that, bro. Again, def komu correct and that, bro. If my guys Dels is involved, I know they'll do it properly.
You ngi always hungry. Like kii dama am appetite.
So pare nga right now.
Pare nga pour battle. Bi ngi mel ni nga na géej bi ndax daf dee am ndox.
Right.
Yeah, kii toy.
Jayda, I'm gonna ask you, you ready to battle?
Like,
So you wanna take Face Off versus with sick for you right now.
tomorrow.
Pare
No,
nga.
don't say verses though. Don't say verses. Bugun verses. Rap battle in
You
Bugun.
wanna take Face
Or if you do verses, Namneka, you get me like 10 minutes of the show. But mainly we want that rap
Off
battle.
versus with sick for you right now.
Tomorrow.
Pare nga.
We could do it tomorrow.
So Leggy, I'm gonna talk to the fans.
He has been a rapper in the game, but game that I got how do you for I know what I'm telling you, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
For real?
As far as rapping, it's tons of rappers in the game now, but they're way ahead of this next.
Ang ano man si Myk.
Musita. Nasi wa dama ko deg. Ko murid ma deg.
No, bye, degala, buka duck, because bye na lang wa.
I'm gonna cause
Wow.
facts not this.
Man naman si yow sa fen dama ko. Yow sa fen yung de ko man mo.
Leggy, how many are you
So Lil Omz basically said that people really believe all the lies that Myk Jayda be telling or whatever. You know
No,
what I
we
mean?
could be arguing here forever, and we got better artists coming through. So, man, Leggy, this game battle beam, definitely. We need to make it official. Sponsors in yo, Linkland Seka, Linkland Artisy, Link New.
Because you guys
What have you battle with?
Full maraki battle.
Wow.
Lolu mu tanya.
You organize ko bena yon.
I'm not by force.
Xam nga.
Guys tegut nañ ko may.
Cause you are digger, right now, huh?
Teguñ ko ñun nañ ko may.
You are digger right now.
Foog mu sarax ma boppam. At sarax ko sali bi.
No, dina am, but right now you are digger. Hip hop scene bi. Then soxla li.
Bilaay.
Why what that M Rex video?
Taw tan bu rocce ko.
Yow do
Li.
bilaay.
Why what that M Rex video?
Taw tan bu rocce ko.
Yow lang mu jaasi taat sa yow dama la sebe parce que yow la kan doxé.
Wow, so Leggy, yeah. Jordan must have last final words, and then after
Kan doxé.
I mean, this is like two children right here, man. Oh, man.
Yow lang mu jaasi taat sa yow dama la sebe parce que yow la kan doxé.
wow, so Leggy, yeah. Jordan must have last
Man said that's how small he is basically in that. Fam. I don't even want to repeat what they're saying, bro. I'm not. He's talking about, yeah, man. Yeah.
final words, and then after Lolu, hola, sponsors you, Link New. Let's make this happen, because hip hop scene in Gambia is dead.
Yeah, man ma am
Then ko wala tangal wat. Come Leland Sohla, artists, hip hop artists coming together. You have events, specific events for ourselves. You know what I mean? Let's do it though. Let's make it happen big.
Luma ang puta
Right now.
ki ham ga sukuratam la fayaga te la fawara de.
Wow.
Boy lulu ñu ko wara jekali ñu tega combat bi.
Wow.
Waaw.
Teg bahabi, na bahabi tegu.
Mo wax bu bari bi ak waaw gom sa fen yëpp jeex su boobaa xam nga.
Wow.
Wan Aliou fu lu gaar gi toll. Wow.
For real. What's your final words?
Musta face ko man Musta face ko hamne. Musta lose.
Aliou waayo lasak da yow sama face ñëpp lasak.
No, I was back over.
Mananyam jila won.
May ga man
Mananyam jila won ji. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Mananyam jila won.
Wow.
Loolu sa jamono la xam nga ko fiigal. Ah,
Lolu fan la fekkoon yow.
ama bu nga bàyyi fen.
Lolu fan la fekkoon yow.
Jamono ñoom jiw.
Yeah. Lolu sa la won yow.
Lo may jaay ma.
Yo ya won lolu sa jamono. Lolu fan la fekkoon yow.
At age of 6.
So G is basically a veteran as well in that, bro, a legend in the game who doesn't really rap, to be honest. I feel like he's stopped. I haven't seen him release a tune in a very long time. He might have stopped, you get me? Well, yeah, he's basically, Myk Jayda is saying to Lil Omz that, bro, you haven't won a rap battle, like, you haven't faced anyone like me, type of thing and that, bro. And then, man, like, Myk Jayda is giving his respect to G, like, oh yeah, maybe someone like G, but other than that, though, you get me, faced anyone like me. And then Lil Omz proceeded to say that, what, you're trying to act like you're older than me or something, and now he's about to say something.
Lo may jaay ma.
Yo ya won lolu sa jamono. Lolu fan la fekkoon yow.
At age of 16 la ñëw. Ah, toggatin yung mak.
What's the question bi de?
So he's saying he came into the game at the age of 16 and he was cutting the necks of all of his oldest.
At age of 16 lang yun. Gatin yung Mac.
Where's Jeep question bile? Wala lolo semua zaman na lawan. Zaman na yung Jeep. Yo lolo kan la fekon.
Jangan yung Jew. Jangan yung Jew. Fan na mawala fek.
So Myk Jayda is basically asking the era of G when G was out here popping, where were you? But it's like Lil Omz can't answer the question and that, bro. He's like, where should it have found? Because he's basically saying during that era, where were you? A spider, yo, why is there being spiders in my room, bro? So Myk Jayda is saying to Lil Omz and that, bro, during the G era, where were you? And then man like Lil Omz replied, where should I have been? You know what I mean? But it's like he doesn't want to answer the question.
What happened to the facts?
Can
what happened like?
Nah, nigga like that.
He already did his biggest battles ever.
When was that?
After Balai before.
Kalabatlon after
When I was beefing with G, this nigga has already did it.
Kalabatlon last time.
Hey, Beanie Mom dafa random and that, bro. Why what lemma? So neke spider dafa duga. How do you even say spider in Wolof? I forgot. I don't even think I've ever said spider in Wolof before. But if you guys have a spider at home, what do you guys do? Do you kill it or do you take it out and that, bro? I put it in a cup and then I let it go out and that, bro. If it's the middle of the night and that, bro, I race and day, but at the same time, if it's the daytime and that, bro, I'll just put it in a cup and then like throw it outside and that, so you can at least survive. You know what I mean?
All this.
Although it'll probably still come out because some neka nisa mungi tao, so it'll probably try come back in.
All this media, all this media.
Kung nga naman pumalalju, yo, tafulon po lalju.
Hello, men tafulon.
Minyo in the Facebook gens ta marupi mes. Jamang ga tekluwa track bubulo. Jamang ga tekluwa Facebook ga. Yo ham ga yo. Ina na yo. Yo hindi consumption ni. Dahil di consumption ni Myk.
No, but we do was that.
Yeah, so he's basically saying that during them times and that, bro, I was out here releasing songs. God, listen to this song, da 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 da. So he's basically reiterating that, bro, stop believing your lies and stop basically saying so many lies that you do start to feel like it's actually true.
Myk, man.
Newton White is like,
This song in Gambia. Hatal, may time matok sagat. Hatal, bangkok pa rin 2017.
Wa jojo acapella si bro.
one thing na.
Hala, you do acapella after you get some beef.
No, musabog na.
Matigan
Ano ang right now? Sa this song, yung musa deglu. Yala mo madigan. Musa deglu ban?
Musa ko dek. Ang sinangati.
No.
Crazy. So Myk Jayda literally just said that every single diss track that you may have thrown my way over the years, I've never listened to one of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, vivi no musaje. Vivi no musaje.
Wima. Sayo mateklo. So sayo mateklo. Mantis lahat. Tingat-tingat na lahat. Pero lumajahal Myk. Yo.
Ipin ng matik na.
Lumajahal Myk. Hanak yung patuloy yung kung nakalay mo na Nick, masiki, masumamustas.
Kamu dah linggo ba? Kamu linggo.
Ay, wahi. Nigga convict.
Yang apa nak?
Wow, leggy. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta cut it. Wow, no, I'm with you.
Adres nga pa
Sumas si Kes mo, may fanlay mar.
Adres nga pa.
No, lalak. Katolile Portuguese.
No.
Foto katolile.
So Myk Jayda obviously did like a play on his name Omar, and then is basically what do you call it? Is basically a knee, and then Sukal sa Omar. So he's basically saying, if I'm sucking my knees, where can I lick basically? Because he was trying to do like a double entendre with his name and that fam. So now man like Lil Omz is trying to break down his bars and say, wait a minute, if I do this, how can I do this at the same time? But when you're anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can beef never serious there.
Like, you know what?
Wow, lady.
Continue.
Adres nga pa to.
Nala news.
No, Jericho.
So this is where it got bare active now. Man like Lil Omz just said, yo, if I slap you right now, bro, this is what I'm saying and that. When you're having a little confrontation, a little heated argument with someone or a debate and that, brother, now all of a sudden, if you're the person that you're debating or you're arguing with and the tension is rising and they either want to fight you or they start talking about they get more girls than you or they start talking about money and that, bro, yeah, you got them angry still. I can't lie. You got them angry.
Wow, no, I'm with you.
Adres nga pa to.
Sumas si Kes mo, may fanlay mar.
Adres nga pa to.
No, lalak. Katolile Portuguese.
No.
Foto katolile.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can beef never serious there.
Like, you know what?
Wow, lady.
Continue.
Adres nga pa to.
Nala news.
No, Jericho.
So that's the other thing as well, because man like Myk Jayda keeps saying that you've been on my dick, you know what I mean, and you're sucking my dick, you know what I mean. So maybe that's what got to him and that, bro. You know what I mean? Because like I said, there's certain places you can't say certain things and that, bro. Like if you go to Jamaica and say suck your mom, or you come to even UK and say to someone suck your mom, a black person suck your mom, you might die. Yeah, you might die. And then what's the other one? Obviously New York. If you go to New York and say suck my dick once again, you might die. You get me? So there's certain things that you can't say, you know what I mean?
Jericho. Ladies and gentlemen, we are styling out. You already know this is Jollof Vibes, #1 entertainment. Halal. We got Myk Jayda over here. We got Lil Omz over here. Look away. No, we cool, Omz. We cool. I was way cool. How Halal? We see peace right now. You already know what it is.
Right, dolel ay góor jigéen mo sax.
Waaw we cool. Ah, no. Man. I will hear you. This is Jollof Vibes. You already know the vibes. So you already know, man. All I want is peace. And trust me, face off. We gonna have a proper face off. Show me, what's your final words, my brother?
I mean, like, do look at that. It's the game. It's the game. I would say look at that. I mean, like one thing I like about rappers, so nobody's scared of nobody.
Definitely.
And you know them 10 toes.
Wow.
Gambia gonna hit up and hopefully like, this gonna be on a whole different level.
Definitely.
Because no you need from Kaula. Buy from mobile because you know what I mean. It's just
Tie me. Well, you already know what it is, Halal. We got them artists coming through. Jayda in the building. Amado in the building. We ready for the face off. It's nothing but love. You already know the tingles.
Oh! And then Myk Jayda just said, "Sumala what they grab right now. Like if I grabbed you right now." And the man like Lil Omz went for the neck. Crazy to me. Angalala tam because Myk Jayda tam dafa mun toin. That's one thing in that, bro. So you need mungla try and that, bro. Like if someone's trying you and they're getting under your skin but they're smiling at the same time, bro, it gets you annoyed, man. So from there, man like Lil Omz is serious and that. Myk Jayda is still smiling and all that type of stuff. So that's probably getting to Lil Omz's head.
Get up, why you sick?
Shout out Jollof Vibes ENT. Shout out to man like Del. Shout out to the team and that. Shout out to Lil Shout out to Myk Jayda. Hopefully we get this face off going in a proper way and that we get me on some boxing-ish, press conference-ish, you know what I mean? And then we actually get a battle and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Njies. And I'm out of here in a bit, people, man.